Wow. Wow. I'm just sitting here in my van, feeling just so grateful. Feeling like, whoa. Look at this life. Look at me. The confidence that I am radiating is astounding to me. Like, I feel so good. Like, I feel good, you know? I look good. I love my face. I love my eyes. I love my smile. Like, what? I love my hair. I have hair now. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful because I did it, you know. I did a lot of hard things to get here. And I did a lot of cool things to get here. And just everything summed up together has just been so beautiful. And so beautiful to witness as myself. Um, and so it feels so good to just have my shoulders back when I walk into a room. To look at people and have no worries in my head about if they're thinking anything bad about me or if they find me attractive or not. I'm just like, I'm beautiful. Like, I'm gorgeous. My personality is amazing. Whatever I say is powerful. There's nothing for me to worry about. Like, I'm a blessing. It's a privilege to be in my presence right now. So, that is a beautiful, like, mindset for someone who just had the lowest self-esteem and someone who didn't believe in themselves and someone who would hide in corners and want to be invisible and wouldn't speak up and now I'm just like a light. I'm just like, I'm light. I'm attraction. I'm glowing. People are coming to me. People are attracted to my energy. I'm the empress. I'm queen. You know? I'm creating, and it's so beautiful to be in my presence. It's so beautiful that I was blessed with this vessel to carry out this divine purpose and this divine path. And what? I'm in a van right now. Like, I'm in a van right now. I manifested this van. When in 2019, I said I'm gonna do it, you know? I don't know what made me say I was gonna do it. I was just like, you know, they be saying you can manifest, you could, you know, you just gotta believe in yourself and you could really do it. I said, okay, let's test it out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And I just couldn't let it up. I could not let up. I would tell everybody. I told everybody. I wrote it down. I scripted so much. I said, I'm going to get this. I already have this. And I didn't believe it. Well, I believed it to an extent, but, you know, it was still so new for me. But then slowly, life just started changing. And it changed in so many different ways for me to even get here. Ways that I didn't think the journey was going to look how it looked when I first said I wanted to do this. I met people. I got in relationships with people, a part of that journey, who I thought would be on this journey with me. And I seen how all of those things, everything in my path really just led me here to this moment. Everything that worked out and everything that didn't work out. Like, what? Everything was so intentional. Everything was so intentional and so meticulously put by God. And it's so interesting to think about it now, to like be in this dream and to see now that this dream was only a stepping stone dream. Like, I didn't even know dreams had, you know, but this was just like a stepping stone. This dream just allowed me to realize so much about myself, to realize my higher purpose, to realize my higher calling. This dream allowed me access to be in those places where my higher calling is knocking on my door. Like, you see what you meant for? Okay, this vessel, this beautiful vessel, this beautiful dream that I dreamt about was only that, something to get me there. And it's crazy because when I was manifesting a dream, I would never really have like, what am I gonna do when I get this van? I didn't know. I didn't know. But then as soon as the van presented itself, things started just like that. I got this van from a dear friend, my friend Fiza. And we met in the summertime, and everything was just so spiritual and so aligned. And this is like the end of, I think this was in September. Fiza came to, I was on a farm, working at a farm. Fiza came to the farm that I was at and was like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm actually looking for a van right now. I really would like to, get my van life journey on. Like, yeah, I'm ready. And then Fiza had a van. And Fiza's like, that's crazy. Because I literally just got confirmation to go to Ghana. And I started to worry about what I was going to do in my van. And then I came here. And then now you're saying you're looking for a van? And I was like, pause. 2 years prior, I wrote in my journal that I was going to receive a van from a friend for free. I said, I just want to test it out. I didn't think it was going to happen. I said my van is equipped with everything I needed. The owner took good care of it. I got it from a dear friend. Everything I said came true. Everything I said came true. Like, I'm flabbergasted. Like, this van came with more stuff than I ever needed. Like, what? Things I didn't even know I would like, It's so perfect. And it's like, I thank God. I thank God. And to see how much my hand is in everything. Like, this was my dream. I spoke this into existence. I wrote this out. I co-created with God to get this. If I said I wanted anything else, I would have been sitting in that reality. But I'm in this one because I chose it. Like, that's crazy. Like, I feel a little frantic right now. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. But I just feel so empowered. Like, so grateful, so filled with joy. Like, my cup feels like it's overflowing because, like, what? Because I believed in myself, because I took chances, because I had faith even when it was hard, because I did the hard things, because I chose myself, because I believed in myself. Like, all of this happened because I believed in myself, and I decided that this was my life, and I decided that I was going to live. And I have this tattoo on my leg that says, I want to live so I can die wanting for nothing. And that really did a lot. Like, that really changed a lot for me because now I have this on my body. And I wrote this in my journal, and when I wrote it, it felt so profound and so powerful that I was like, the same day, I said, I gotta go get this tatted. I gotta go get this tatted now. And I have it on my thigh, and my thigh is like a place where I'm really only seeing constantly, so it's like, it's for me. And I see it all the time, and it's why have that on my body if I don't live like that? And I don't want to be in my old age years thinking back to who I am now, being like, oh, I wish I did this. I had so many opportunities. I had so many things going for me. I wish I only. No. That doesn't feel right for me. I need to live a life worth living. I need to do what I'm here for. God put me here for a reason. My purpose is big. I'm meant to help and heal so many people. I'm meant to be a guide. a guide to get people to illuminate their own light, to use my light to, you know, to use my light to illuminate theirs. And I can't turn a blind eye to that. I could never. And when I did, life felt so unbearable. I had to choose my heart. It's hard. It's hard to live in that life. It's harder than to choose change and choose something that's rooted in love and rooted in joy. Having those be my anchors, having those be the things that I'm seeking out. And moving away from things that don't bring me joy. Moving away from people that don't bring me love, from places that don't make me feel loved. And I went through my journals recently. My first journal I started in 2018, and I was severely depressed. And reading those journals, I really started to see just how far I've come. I started to forget about the bad moments, truthfully. I started to forget how depressed I used to be. How it felt to literally want to be invisible. To feel so overlooked. To feel not seen. I started to forget how that felt for me. Until I read my journal and I'm like, girl, you've come far. You've come far. This wasn't no overnight thing. No. This took a lot. This took a lot of tears. Like, I remember so well so many moments of intense tears. Moments where I'm just like, God, God, what the heck is going on? But I trust you. Oh, those moments were always so powerful because I'm just like, something in me is telling me to be faithful. To not think this is the end of the road, because it is not. No. Like, my story is big. I've always known that. I always felt that in my heart. Even when I couldn't explain it. I am unlimited potential. I hope you've seen that. I hope the camera caught it. You are unlimited potential. We hold ourselves back so much. And while we're holding ourselves back, our hearts are like literally like aching. And like, you don't feel good. And your mind keeps going to this one specific thing. And you're like, but I don't know if I can do this. And your heart's just like, please, I need this. Gotta go for what the heart wants. It's harder not to. Like, I'm so serious. It's harder not to go for what your heart wants. It's harder to live a life that's not really meant for you. Because once you start moving in your heart's direction, once you start acting on those little things that your intuition is telling you to do, it will all just fall into place. I didn't know that when I went on a farm in July, that all of this was going to transpire, and that I was going to get my friend's van, that I was even going to meet that friend and get their van, that I was going to drive cross country to California and then drive back. Like, what? I didn't know. I just had to keep trusting. I had to keep my faith. I had to keep God close. I had to keep talking to my ancestors. I had to keep taking the signs, keep trusting in the signs, because sometimes you get signs and you turn a blind eye. No, I had to look at those signs no matter how hard they look. Nope. No matter how hard it was to look. When I had to do things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. But I knew I had to. You know what I'm talking about. I've been talking for 15 minutes. I didn't even know we was going to do this, but here we are. I'm going to post it. And yeah. Before I go, though, I do want to say that I am really, 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 really appreciative of everyone who's been supporting me, of people's kind words, of letting me know my impact in their lives. That really, I hold myself back, even now. And that little girl who struggled to be seen still is in there. But I also know that I have a calling, and I know that my purpose is big, and I know that my voice needs to be heard. And it feels really good to be validated in that. So I just want to say thank you guys for listening to me. I feel like the people who I'm building a community, a village, and I feel like the people who I've been interacting with are a part of that village. I feel like you guys are seeing me. You're actually digesting my words, and you're actually applying it to your lives, and that's all I want. That's all I want. I just want people, the people that I love, to live a life worth living, to live a life from their hearts, to have faith that it will all work out, and to take their wand and co-create and make life beautiful. Take back your power, especially now. Especially now. Take back your power. Live your life for you. I can go on, and I intend to, because I do feel like I need to stop keeping everything inside, and I need to share it. But I love you guys so much. And I'm giving you guys the biggest hug. Until next time, see you later.